The LG V20 user here, and today I'll be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on the HTC U11, guys. This is HTC's flagship phone for 2017. This is the update from the HTC 10 from last year. So it basically has the same name as the HTC U Ultra, which was released earlier this year, I believe it was. Yeah, so they just slapped the U in front of the 11 there, so HTC U11 or HTC 11, whatever you guys want to call this phone right here. I'm with just over there that I'm giving you guys the specs here. So let's get into it, guys. So as you guys can see right there from the phone front and back, it looks like the U Ultra, but the camera lens is circular. It has like a glossy finish to the back of it, and I kind of like that, you know. Um, yeah, so it got announced today, May 16th. It's 4:30 here on the East Coast. So it got announced May 16th of today, obviously. The frame weighs 169 grams. It's 7.9 millimeter thickness. It has Android 7.1.1 Nougat with HTC Sense on top of that. 64 gigabytes of memory and a micro SD card slot, so that's really good there. Quick specs on the HTC U11, 5.5-inch 1440 by 2560 pixels, so that's really good quality display there. A 12 megapixel rear-facing camera with 4K videos. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM on the HTC U11. I'm not sure why there's 6 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know if there'll be a 6 gigabytes of RAM version like there is for the S8. There's a 6 gigabyte S8 out there. If you're in fucking China, which I think is bullshit. It has a Snapdragon 835 processor, so the second flagship phone to have that. The S8 and the S8 Plus also have the Snapdragon 835, and it has a 3000 milliamp hour battery, guys. So let's check out some pictures on the phone. Here it is, front, back, side, top, bottom, all that shit. So that's the top one. The top that you have the looks like two microphones maybe on top, or I doubt it's an IR blaster because a lot of phones don't have those anymore. The V20 is the last flagship phone that had the IR blaster. On the right side of the phone, you have the volume buttons up and down, and you got the power button underneath of that. On the left side, I don't think you got nothing. It's kind of hard to tell. And as you guys can see right there in the related devices, you have the HTC 10, the HTC U Ultra, and the HTC U Play or some shit like that. Um, the U Ultra is basically a ripoff of the LG V20. It has a secondary screen on there, so this one does not have it. This one does not have a secondary screen. This one has one screen. Uh, on the back of the phone, the camera does come out just a little bit. It has dual-tone flash. HTC logo and the a pinhole in the back. Might be microphone. On the bottom of the phone, you'll have a microphone, USB Type C, and your speaker. There is no headphone jack, but you do get an adapter for that. You get like some headphones with this shit like that. And I personally don't like that. That's fucking stupid, man. They should have a headphone jack. The HTC U Ultra didn't have one. The HTC U Play did not have one either. Yo, there's like, hold on, there's like one, two, four fucking microphones on this bitch. I think the one on the bottom, the microphone on the bottom is for your phone calls and shit. Um, the one on top is for your like your noise cancellation and all that shit. What's the one on the back for? I don't know. It's fucking weird. I don't fucking know, man. Let's get into more specs on the HTC U11. It supports GSM, HSPA, LTE, of course, and also supports CDMA. Because every carrier in the United States will get this: AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, and USA. I'm pretty sure they'll get it too. Announced, like I said, May 16, 2017. It's coming soon. I hear. I think I heard a June release date. They might have it at the bottom of the screen here. Might have it at the bottom. No, huh? I think it's like June, I think it's supposed to get released June. I think I'm not really sure about that. Can't confirm the release date because I have no idea. Status is coming soon. Like I said, I don't know when. There's mentions there. The phone weighs 5.96 ounces, so kind of hefty. Single SIM, of course. If you get a single SIM or if you get a single SIM or dual SIM, it takes a nano SIM card. It has an IP67 certified, dust and water resistant. Water resistant up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. So it has an IP67 water for certification. So that's really nice. I think the U Ultra had that as well as also the U Play also had the water resistance. I think. I don't know. I can't remember. The display here, the screen type is a Super LCD 5 capacitive touchscreen display, of course. Size 5.5 inches. 71.4 screen to body ratio. Resolution, like I mentioned earlier in the video, 1440 by 2560 pixels, and that translates to about 534 ppi. So it has a bit better pixel density than my V20. My V20 has a 513 ppi, so but pretty good there. Multi-touch, of course. Corning Google Glass 5. HTC sent UI. I'm not sure what version it is. 8 or 9. It's either 8 or 9. I think it's 9. I think. I don't even know if they even have a number. But I don't even know what Sense version this is. I don't even know if it's gonna have a number to it. It just has Sense UI. And it also has like some Edge Sense bullshit on there or some shit. Has Android 7.1 Nougat, like I mentioned earlier. Qualcomm Snapdragon 885, octa-core processor. 4 cores of 2.45 gigahertz Cairo, then 4 cores of 1.9 gigahertz Cairo. That's interesting. Alright, Adreno 540 graphics on the GPU. Card slot up to 256 gigabytes of microSD card expansion, 64 gigabytes of memory with 4 gigabytes of RAM, or 6 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabyte internal memory. So that's where they got the 6 gigabytes of RAM up there. So they do have a 6 gigabyte RAM version. That might be available only in China, like it is with the S8 and S8 Plus. You know, I think they should let the 6 gigabyte versions everywhere. Because, dude, 6 gigabytes of RAM would make this phone a boss, you know what I'm saying? Primary camera, which is the rear-facing camera, obviously, is 12 megapixels with the f1.7 aperture lens, optical image stabilization, laser autofocus, dual LED flash, dual tone flash. Features on the camera, you will get more, but that just give you like the main ones here. You'll have geotagging, touch focus, face detection, HDR panorama, and you might have some other features in there as well, depending on the software. It does record 4K videos at 30 frames per second, 1080p videos at 30 or 120 frames per second, HDR 24-bit. It has HDR, like I said on the video, 24-bit, 192 kilohertz, I guess, stereo sound receiving, I guess. 16 megapixel front facing camera, dude, holy shit. So that's really good. On the back of the camera, guys, it has like an ultra pixel 3 lens, or it has a ultra pixel 3 sensor on the back of the camera. On the front camera, I think it has like some ultra pixel technology as well, so that's pretty good. I think the resolution on the front facing camera, I think it's 1080p. Yeah. Alert types, you get vibration, MP3, and all that shit. Loudspeaker, of course. 3.5mm headphone jack, no, but you do get an adapter for that in headphones and shit. They're like noise cancellation microphone. I watched the video on it from Pocketnow. So I'll put a link to that video so y'all guys can get a quick glance on that, and I'll put the link to the announcement if I can find it online somewhere. That's 24-bit audio. Active noise cancellation with the dedication mics. There's 4 microphones on this thing, I think it is. Because, I mean, yeah. It's crazy to have 4 fucking microphones, you know what I'm saying? But your communications and shit. Your Wi-Fi is 802.11 ABG and then AC, of course. Your standard area for flagship phones right now. dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct, DLNA, hotspot. Don't matter what carrier you have, it should support hotspot. If you buy it unlocked or whatever, if you buy it unlocked, you can bring it to a GSM carrier and use it on a postpaid carrier or a prepaid carrier like Cricket, Straight Talk, and Metro PCS, T-Mobile, and all that. So yeah, Bluetooth 4.2 sounds really good. Low energy. It's not don't have Bluetooth 5.0. Like it does on the S8, but Bluetooth 4.2 is not that bad. It's still pretty good. My V20 has Bluetooth 4.2, and it's pretty good. I haven't really tested Bluetooth out too much on the V20. I haven't tested it at all. Be honest with you. NFC, that's really good. Radio, no. USB 3.1 Type C 1.0 reversible connector. Fingerprint sensors on the front. That's where the home button is your fingerprint sensor. Accelerometer, driver, proximity compass. Messaging, you got SMS threaded view, MMS, email, push email, all that standard shit. HTML5 browser. I'll probably have Google Chrome installed. I don't know if they'll have the HTC browser. I don't even know if they got rid of that or what. I think they got rid of that. I'm not sure if they got rid of the browser. I think they did get rid of it. I think they were talking about getting rid of it. I don't know if they did officially get rid of it because I don't know. Has Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 for fast charging. A Google Drive 100 gigabyte cloud storage. And you get the all that shit there, like the players and shit, MP3, MP4, and all that. Document viewer, document editor, photo video editor, a non-removable 3000 mAh battery. Standby time up to 336 hours on 3G. Talk time up to 24 hours and 30 minutes on 3G. And colors, it varies. You get it in fucking like silver color, white, blue, and black. It's like a different colors. They got like all different colored names for each one. You get them in 4 colors. And yeah, if you guys want to check out more of it, a quick review on the HTC U11 and get like someone's opinions on the Shoutout to Pocketnow. I'll put a link to that video there. And also try to put a link to the announcement of the HTC U11 if I can find it anywhere online or whatever. Yeah. My opinions on the phone. I think it's pretty good, and hopefully this will bring HTC back to life. Because the last several years HTC has been going downhill. I personally like HTC phones. I really do. I like the glossy finish on the HTC U line. I think it's pretty dope. It is a fingerprint magnet, so keep that in mind. But if you're gonna get this phone, get a case, because it is a fingerprint magnet, like I mentioned before. It's a nice looking phone. It has great features, and hopefully this will bring HTC back to life. There's 2 versions: 4 gigabytes of RAM with 64 gigabytes of memory, or 6 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of memory. I guess that 6 gigabytes of RAM will only be available in certain markets, probably China and Asia and Korea and shit. Because the S8 and the S8 Plus have 2 versions: 4 gigabytes of RAM or 6 gigabytes of RAM, and the 6 gigabyte S8 and the S8 Plus is only available in China. So, and the 4 gigabyte S8 is available everywhere else. So, yeah, you could probably buy an unlocked HTC U11 with 6 gigabytes of RAM and bring it to the US and use it on any carrier, like I mentioned, especially GSM. And yeah, nice looking phone, like I mentioned, man. Hopefully this thing will bring HTC back to life. And yeah, I do like the phone, man. Um, they just slapped it. They just kept the U moniker. Like they did like with the U Play and the U Ultra from last year or early this year. The HTC U line, it wasn't flagship, but but they say that this is a flagship phone, but they don't know. But I saw a video saying that they don't know if it's an update from the HTC 10, but I think it is an update from the HTC 10 from last year. So yeah, do you guys think that this will bring HTC back to life? You think this phone is competitive? And do you guys plan on buying this phone and stuff like that? And I also heard that you can get a Google Home and a god Google Home with this phone as well, and something else. Forget what it was. Um, yeah, check with your carrier on that, or check HTC's website for that or whatever. 'Cause I know you can get like I know you can get like the Google Home and shit, and it also has like the squeeze thing. Um, and I know that's probably probably sound just kind of weird, the squeeze. On the HTC U11, I saw a bit on that from Pocketnow. Um, if you squeeze it lightly, it'll do one thing. If you squeeze it heavier, it'll do another thing. So it has some tricks up its sleeve and stuff like that. It has some audio enhancements and stuff like that on this phone. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I personally like the design of the phone, and the specs on it, in my opinion, are pretty good. Um, you know, yeah, it does have Android 7.1.1 Nougat or 7.1.2. It either has 7.1.1 Nougat or 7.1.2. I think it's 7.1.1. Oh, this is the only flagship phone right now that has Android 7.1.1 Nougat, and the rest of them have 7.8 Nougat, like the G6, the S8, and the S8 Plus and shit. So yeah, and the LGB30 will have Android 7.1 Nougat or Android O. Who knows what the V30 will have? We'll find out later this year. So yeah, I'd like to know, do you guys plan on getting this phone? Would you guys try this phone out? And do you guys think that this would bring HTC back to life? And do you think this phone is competitive? And personally, I do think that this phone is competitive. I think the screen could have been a bit bigger, maybe 5.7 inches, but 5.5 inches is not too bad. But the specs, I do think is competitive. It's the first flagship phone of 2017 to have Android 7.1 Nougat out the box. It will get Android O and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully this will bring HTC back to life, and yeah, great job HTC on the design of the phone. It looks really nice. It has a glossy finish to it. It looks premium. Yeah, the phone it just looks nice, man. So yeah, I would like to know your thoughts on the HTC U11, guys. It's coming out soon. So I'm not sure how much this phone is gonna be. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see about the price. They probably said it in the announcement, I guess. I don't know. I didn't watch the announcement. I might watch it later or whatever. But yeah, here it is, HTC flagship phone for 2017. HTC U11, aka HTC 11 or whatever you guys want to call this phone. So let me know what you guys think about this phone. Do you guys plan on getting it? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Yeah, this is probably a long ass video, but I was giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on the phone. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. It really helps me a lot. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.